Jim Roemer, a very warm first part of December, spooking the natural gas market here for a while. As we can see, natural gas prices soared there on the left of your screen during the hot summer and active hurricane season in the Gulf. Recently has collapsed some 35%, more than about $15,000 to $20,000 a contract for those people short natural gas on the very warm late November and early December. Look at this ridge through about the 18th of December, that warm red eastern half of the country, all due to climate change, La Nina, and something we call the MJO index, the Medellin-Julian Oscillation Index. Look at this, for the 15th of the month, approximately 15 to 25 degrees above normal temperatures, creating this massive sell-off through about the 7th or 8th of December there on the right of your screen. But natural gas prices have probably sold off enough unless we have a really warm late December and January as well. The market's built in a lot of this bearishness already, and some things may begin to change. Look at this ridge that's actually going to be developing here later in December, up across the upper left of your screen, the northwest part of Alaska. That could force the polar vortex south. That's going to be key for natural gas and heating oil spreads here over the next 4 to 6 weeks. The influence will be something we call the Medellin-Julian Oscillation Index. That's a system that's in the tropics that results in heavy rain recently, actually delaying the coffee harvest for Vietnam. You can see it there over to the north of Australia. It's actually in something we call phase 6 to the right of your screen there. Very, very warm. Don't mind me in the screen. A very warm outlook in phase 6. You can see this picture here up on the top of your screen there. When we're in phase 6, which is over the Western Pacific, we tend to have a warm period. Now, as it moves toward phase maybe 7 or 8 deeper in December, that potentially could put a bottom into the natural gas market. But there are other climatological factors that are affecting the weather for this winter. And I'm not convinced by any means we're going to see sustained cold weather. One of the reasons is this drought in red and orange across the southern plains. Big news for the wheat and corn and soybean market for this next spring and summer. Stay with us, subscribe to our newsletters. We'll talk to you about this expanding drought that we think is possible, as well as potentially in South America. But this warm, dry weather in the southern plains is helping to feed the southern jet stream, and one of the reasons that we are seeing this big warm ridge over the southeast U.S. Will that change? Could it turn cold late December and January? Well, some people think that volcanic activity could actually cool the stratosphere, but we don't really see that being a big increase in volcanoes around the world. You can see the spike up of volcanoes over the last 25 to 50 years, but that's more due to actual the population explosion, more people actually seeing volcanoes as opposed to them really increasing in numbers from a climatological perspective. So I don't really believe that low solar activity nor increase in volcanoes has anything to do with the polar vortex or winter weather. Anyway, if you want to learn about how to trade commodities, whether it's grains or natural gas, coffee, cocoa, lots of weather problems for coffee, but will that continue? We invite you to subscribe to Weather Wealth at bestweatherinc.com. Get a 2-week free trial period. We also have a monthly newsletter called Climate Intelligence, which is very inexpensive. Hope you join us. Have a very happy holiday. It's going to be an exciting time in many markets, grains, natural gas, coffee, cocoa, sugar, you name it, over the next few months with La Nina.